What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So I just got done streaming, and whilst we were on stream, we got official stuff for the V-Jump information this month. Before this V-Jump officially got released, we did have a fair idea as to what was coming, as there was another website called Ryokuta that usually gets information before anyone else. We don't know how they do it, but they usually get like text information as to what is on the V-Jump magazines, and we did know of the characters that are going to be announced, but we didn't know, we needed a bit more clarification, and still at this point we do need more clarification as to what exactly is happening here, because this has the potential to be very odd, and personally speaking, I'm not a big fan of this approach they're going for these characters, but again, we'll get into it as we get into the video. Massive shout out to Technical Suoko, who is the person who obviously posted these images, so massive shout out to them. The first image is nothing too crazy, of course, for Pirate Warriors 4 DLC. Okiku is going to be a playable character, which is quite exciting. That's pretty dope. Then we move on. This is the stuff that we're going to be talking about, and then this is just Pirate Warriors 4 stuff again. So here is the official stuff that we're going to be looking at. Here is the image right here. For those Bounty Rush fans out there, you guys have got Moria and Crocodile, and who else you got? You know, Smoker, Tashigi, whatever. If you guys play Bon Bon Journey, that trash game, you've got access to Rayleigh and Kuma, and you got Jinbei for Thousand Storm and whatever. This is the stuff that is very intriguing to the community right here. So, on the left-hand side, we've got the New Trafalgar Law, we've got the Heart Pirates crew, and V3 Akanu. All these characters on this panel are already currently out in the game right now. This is from the new Kizuna Clash, and this is from the Rumble Sugo Fest. Nothing too exciting there. But obviously, the main headline of things here, VIVI and Rebecca, and Shirahoshi and Mansheri are getting new characters in the game. Now, at this current point in time, there are still questions that we need answered. Number one, are these going to be super evolutions? That would be pretty awesome. Honestly speaking, that would be the best case scenario here. However, there is evidence to show that that is not the case, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So that would be best case. If these are super evolutions, I'd be so happy with that. And this is kind of interesting because this is why we needed more clarification even before this image even came out, because we did see from the information post that, you know, Shirahoshi Mansheri and VIVI Rebecca were getting new characters in the game, which was quite odd because we already know the two very key characters in VIVI Rebecca and Shirahoshi Mansheri are already Sugo Fest exclusives in the game. So everyone kind of predicted that, you know, is this going to be a new super evolution for two characters at the same time? Would kind of make sense as well, because both of which came out at the same time. Shirahoshi Mansheri, VIVI Rebecca both debuted in the same Sugafest batch. Now, that is the thing that I would love to see them be. I would love for these characters to be super evolutions. However, from translations on all this post here, there is nothing to suggest that they are super evolution characters. So that is unlikely to be the case, but I really wish it was. But I guess we'll have to see. There is no full confirmation on anything that we're talking about in this video. This is all speculation at this point. No one has translations yet. I mean, we can kind of make out some things, but we need more clarification on the middle image and like this post here on the side. Because from my initial translations on the side here, it does mention, you know, VIVI Rebecca, Shirahoshi Mansheri, they scaled up the red line to the Reverie. It's something along those lines, which kind of makes sense, right? Because VIVI Rebecca and Shirahoshi Mansheri, their original legends are from the Reverie itself. And obviously, as you can see here, this is a Christmas-themed VIVI Rebecca and Shirahoshi Mansheri. Now, I think it still could make sense for them to do a super evolution of those characters with just a theming surrounded by them. I think that would be fun. As long as their abilities are buffed versions of their original counterparts, I'd be completely okay with it. So number one, they could be super evolution characters. Number two, which is the one that I really hope isn't the case, but is more likely going to be what's going to happen here, is that they are literally V2 legends of the same dual units. Meaning, a brand new legend, VIVI and Rebecca, and a brand new legend, Shirahoshi and Mansheri. I sincerely hope this isn't the case, because I just think it's so weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense at all. Why would they go out of their way to release two brand new legends, both of which are characters that already have an original counterpart as a dual unit, but then release them also as the same dual units, and also release them simultaneously, much like the first of these counterparts were also released simultaneously? It just doesn't bode well with me. I don't know about you guys in the comment section, but I am not a fan of this decision at all. Look, if you're going to do Christmas Legends, I'm all for it. The thing here is, is why the hell are they dual units of the same character? Now, again, this could also be debunked as well, because there were some people that in the Discord server made a very, very good point. Because, why, yes, it could be a V2, which, in my opinion, would not be a good decision. However, what if they made them super type characters? So instead of just making it, you know, a dual legend, what if both of which are super type legends? Now, in my opinion, if they did that, I would be actually okay with it. I would be okay with both of these characters being like, you know, singular units that don't switch between each other, but are just super types. I would be more than happy for that to be the case. I just think that releasing the same character as a dual unit, as a legend that we already have in the past, yeah, V1s and V2s and V3s are all bound to happen at some point. But to do that for a dual unit, for two characters in one unit, to then do that again for a legend, not a fan of that. But if they make them super types, that does make it a little bit more interesting. Now, if they were going to be super types, we don't have any confirmation even if they are legend at this point, but artwork would suggest that they are going to be, because their artwork is immaculate. What typing would they be? Now, the two that definitely need the most support right now are Dex and Quick. So if we see, okay, honestly, I would hope that Vivi and Rebecca are Quick, because Vivi and Rebecca, the original version 1 legend at this point, is Strength and Dex. So I would hope that there's no overlap between this character and their original one, so that you can kind of, you know, you don't have to worry about clashing the two characters together. That would be best case scenario. I would hope that this character is Quick, and that Shirahoshi and Mansheri are Dex. I think that would be the best case scenario, if they're both super type legends, and we have Vivi Rebecca being Quick, and Shirahoshi Mansheri being Dex. That would be amazing. In my perfect world of Treasure Cruise, in my perfect world of Treasure Cruise, this wouldn't exist. I wouldn't want a V2 of these characters, but if they had to be, if they're both super types, that would be really, really, really cool. Now, the final thing that we need to talk about this is why do people think that they're going to be legends? Well, in this white panel down the bottom here, it does mention that there is going to be a brand new, like, Christmas Sugo Fest held on the 26th of November that ranges all the way to the 6th of December. Now, interesting thing here to note, very, very interesting thing here to note, is that this ends on the 6th of December. Now, if you go by time zones, Global's current Thanksgiving Sugo Fest ends on the 7th of December. So if you go by time zones, this Sugo Fest ends and our Thanksgiving celebration ends at the exact same day. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. What if we have a joint celebration moving forward to the end of the year? That would be freaking hype. Do I think it's gonna happen? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. This doesn't make a lot of sense though for us to get a celebration this early into December, I feel, but you never know. What if they release like a Christmas legend on both versions at the same time? Maybe. But then again, this is technically a Christmas legend. Like, this is a really, really early thing. Like, it does mention this is a Sugo Fest, which is why people think that they're legends. Their artwork look legend worthy, in my opinion. There's too many things going on here that kind of signify different things. So the only thing that we can do is wait for a little bit more translations, because maybe this little speech bubble has a little bit more information. Maybe this text in the middle has a little bit more information. Maybe this banner has more information. Or the other thing that we can do is literally wait for the day to download. Now, this Sugo Fest is going to be dropping on the 26th Japan time. So that is going to be in a little under a week from now. So I would expect a data download to be coming tonight. If not, it's going to be early next week. If there's no data download tonight or tomorrow, then it is definitely going to be like a couple of days before this Sugo Fest goes live. So again, we'll probably have to wait a little bit before we get official announcements on anything here, but this is interesting to say the least. I just hope that they're not dual units. Dual units would be the worst case, man. I just hope that they're not V2 dual units, legends of the same characters that we've already had before. Not a fan of that one. Not a fan of that one. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole V-Jump scan down below in the comments section, because it is interesting. It does spark some conversation for sure. I gotta say that the Vivi Rebecca artwork is very good. I'm much more likely to pull for something like this rather than the Shirahoshi and Mansheri, but then again, their effects may be absolutely crazy. We don't know what they do yet, of course, but let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section on this information. And if you guys enjoyed the video today, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.